Namaste, Jai Bharat. With the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh at the helm of things in Bharat, Bharat is witnessing such new phenomena, such experiences, and people make such expressions which were, of course, obviously unprecedented and unbelievable few sometime just before. We have experienced the so-called, I still don't digest the concept of what the expression celebrities. So we have that so-called film stars. Some of the sportsmen like cricketers, not all sportsmen. For instance, other sports events, football or volleyball or some other kinds of sports event, where the athletes don't have that kind of money. Maybe it's the money that makes people celebrities, I think. Nothing beyond that. Not just popularity. Popularity, of course, is an ingredient. It's an ingredient to calling people celebrity. I still don't digest that concept of celebrity because no one is celebrating them. They think they are getting celebrated. That's what I understand. So this cricket is in the past. Whenever there is no in Sanskrit, Hindi, we have the concept of sankat, difficulties. Whenever nation faces such difficulties or some such sankats, these people were never involved or never shown their willingness to get involved in the crisis that the nation faces. They stayed aloof. They have nothing to do. When an army fights in the border, these people just don't care about it. They just live their own whatever kinds of life of their choice. No one had ever, none of these people generally used to make some statements of support to our fighting forces. This never used to happen. But this paradigm shift which took place just because of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh's involvement, and Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh teaches us a one mantra, Rashtraya Swaha, Idam Namama, which simply gets translated into English as nation first, self absolutely not relevant. Nation first, self irrelevant in front of nationalism. So such nationalism is getting really practiced and getting implemented by the top, and that gets reflected into the common people's mind in amazingly unbelievable manner. I just refer to the cricket game, Asia Cup, which happened in Gulf, Dubai, I suppose. And see, just few things. The team Bharat, first of all, they had three matches which with Pakistan, and Pakistan is under a question mark for their terrorist activities. Not yesterday, not recently, had been so right through. After all that things which they do, they used to come with showing their 32, all 32 teeth with high grin, and then the people who ruled Bharat at that time did not have that sense of nationalism which they ought to have had and demonstrated. They used to give in to the finery rhetoric discussions and sweet talks of Pakistani leadership. These people wanted to be good, good, good. At least show good, good, good. And you just can't demonstrate. You can't demonstrate goodness to undeserving people. So that used to be the history, that used to be the past. Now, three matches Bharat played with Pakistan. In all the three matches, the third one was final. They refused to shake hands with them. Many people like me, many people in this my nation like me, did not want Bharat to play any match with Pakistan. Rather, we did not want to have, we didn't want to do anything with Pakistan. We just don't want to do anything with Pakistan. Forget about talks, forget about trade, forget about games. But when we agreed to play with Pakistan in Dubai, I was unhappy personally, and I seen many people unhappy. Should not have gone. And what nonsense! This is not the end of the world. You should not go and play. That's what my thinking was, and I still believe that we should not have played with them. But anyway, they have made decisions which should have been correct given their understandings of things, given their thought, which I disagree, of course, personally. Uh, then they played, and first time they won, they refused to shake hands with them. That change I've seen. Second time Bharat won, again refused to shake hands with them. Pakistan made a big noise about it. They do make noise only. Pakistan made a big noise about it that action must be taken against these people who refuse to shake hands. And now Bharat, true to the nature of a Hindu, keeps quiet, kept quiet, did not react. Like my prime minister, just don't react to the Lahori kinds of talks of Trump. I do this, I do that, that is this thing, that thing, no one bothers to answer. He doesn't react. So these people didn't react, it went on. And in final match, uh, Bharat won. That was a good match game, I think so, because I haven't seen. I wouldn't like to see cricket, especially between these people, but I don't want my people to play with them. So I didn't watch, but the next news, next day, that's this morning, they won, Bharat won, and Pakistan was defeated, and they refused to take the winner's trophy from Mohsin Naqvi, who is their Pakistan Cricket Board president, something, and also their interior minister, which is something like a home minister for us. That man had been standing there with the trophy for about 30 minutes. That's what I heard people telling in the media. And they kept announcing, come and receive trophy. Nobody went from Bharat. These people just kept on, kept themselves busy with their mobiles. That visuals we have seen. Lying on the field and looking at the mobiles, doing something. Never bothered. And then this man had left. Now, naturally, when such thing happens, he would just keep the trophy there and leave. Nobody wants it to take from me because I'm a Pakistani. That's very, very, very obvious. Our people do not want to receive a trophy from a Pakistani. Simple as that. Whatever he is, whosoever he is, we don't want trophy from his hands. Somebody in UAE could have given, they would have taken and gone. But that portion nobody thought of, or nobody did. And this man naturally should keep the trophy there and walk away. After 10 minutes, 15 minutes, he's seeing that the people are refusing to come. Though they don't say anything, they don't speak anything, they're not making Lahori loudness, which of course Pakistan does. And what he did is, he took the trophy and went home, went to Pakistan. And that was very interesting. He took the trophy, which should have gone to Bharat, and took it back to Lahore, I suppose. He went to Pakistan. And then, of course, there are stories behind it. Lot of narratives, lot of stories, and lot of so-called, that word is new, troll could come. Fine, that's usual. People, those who engage more in social media for gossip would say so many things, would do so many things, all right. But what we see is another important thing. Surya Kumar Yadav, he says, I will donate whatever money I earned through this tournament, through this match, to the Indian Army. That's one thing is sufficient. First time I've seen someone who's popular is handing over his earnings to the army. The army, none of these people were bothered. This film people from Mumbai rather, the film people from Mumbai, Hindi film industries in particular, they behave as though they don't belong to this nation. Among these people, hardly you'll find anyone nationalist. Of course, forget about Manoj Kumar. Manoj Kumar is not this generation. Unfortunately, he is no more. One of the very fine actor whom we all regard and respect a lot. But he was a Maratha basically, and Marathas are very popular for nationalism. And some people like Manoj Kumar accept them. These generation, none of them had ever exhibited nationalism. On the contrary, they exhibited anti-nationalism sufficiently to the extent of repugnancy. So this people now refuses to uh, befriend the Pakistanis in whatever context it is, and at least one, the captain, volunteers that all his earnings should go to the Indian Army. It's not that the Indian Army doesn't have money, but no, that gesture, that feelings, that expression that we are with you. We are not soldiers, we are not fighters. You do that for us. That regard, that thankfulness is appreciable. Each citizen of our nation should be thankful to the military of this nation. Nothing falls on your head. When you're asleep, a bomb is not falling on your head because we have such a strong military. And their love for nation is unquestionable. I myself was a soldier. I did my 10 years of term. And our love for nation, you just can't dream of questioning. We live and we've taken oath that we would sacrifice everything for our nation when it is called for. We're not going to die, we're going to win. But in the process, if death comes to us, we don't care, we'll take it. That attitude and that need to be respected. This time, the cricketers had shown that they are in solidarity with the nation, with the army means with the nation. So I really thank Surya Kumar Yadav and his team for expressing their emotions. This, of course, is the growth of nationalism just because there is Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh who teaches this mantra to the people of this nation, Rashtraya Swaha Idam Namama. Namaste. Jai Bharat. Jai Sri Ram.